Welcome to the Gym Explainer. Hey, if you run a gym and you ever feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions at once, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to walk through a white paper from Thomas over at Fitness Management and Consulting. Our goal is super simple: give you some real, actionable insights to get you out of the weeds and feeling back in control.
So a massive welcome to everyone listening in. I'm talking to you gym owners, you operators, the managers on the front lines, our salespeople, all you entrepreneurs with that big dream, and of course our personal trainers. If you're in the fitness business, you belong here.
And hey, a quick heads up for those of you looking to open a new gym, maybe acquire an existing one, or even if you just need some working capital, we can help you with funding options up to $500K. The best part? It's unsecured, and there are no restrictions on how you use it. You can learn more about that at fmconsulting.net.
All right, let's dive in. Just look at that question on the screen. Does that hit home for you? That feeling that the whole business is just resting on your shoulders? If you're nodding your head right now, listen, you are not alone. It's not a sign you're failing. It's just a sign that you're deep in the game.
You know, this feeling actually has a name. The source material calls it the overwhelm trap. It's that vicious cycle where you feel totally drained, you're working harder than ever before, but it feels like you're just spinning your wheels, not actually getting anywhere. It's all motion, but no real direction.
So, what springs this trap? Well, it's the daily grind, isn't it? The stuff that's all too familiar. Staffing headaches, member complaints rolling in, chasing down unpaid bills, stressing about sales numbers, and that never-ending to-do list that somehow gets longer even when you're checking things off.
And this quote from Thomas, man, it just nails the result of all that stress. You start reacting instead of leading, firefighting instead of planning. Just think about that for a second. You're not the captain of the ship anymore, charting the course. You're just down in the engine room, frantically putting out fires. That is the trap. So, the big question is, how do you get out? Well, the white paper gives us a three-pillar solution, and it all begins with pillar number 1, regain perspective. This isn't about working harder, not at all. It's about seeing things more clearly. It's about hopping off that hamster wheel for a minute so you can actually see the whole room again.
And the game plan here is incredibly powerful. First, you have to literally step back, get off site, away from the constant noise, and just let your brain hit the reset button. Second, once you have that clarity, you zoom in on the only things that really move the needle: revenue and member retention. And third, you reconnect with your why. Remember that fire, that passion that got you started on this whole journey.
This slide really puts the core question right in front of you. Are you just busy, endless motion, reacting to whatever pops up? Or are you being productive, taking real, meaningful actions that are aimed squarely at generating revenue? Day to day, they can feel the same, but trust me, one leads to burnout, and the other, that leads to a breakthrough.
Okay, so once you've got your perspective back, we can move on to pillar 2, optimizing your operations. This is where the magic happens. It's where you take that big picture view and you turn it into the how of your daily business by simplifying everything and truly empowering your team. And the process for this is such a powerful exercise. First, I want you to list out every single thing you do on a recurring basis. Then you've got to be brutally honest with yourself and circle only the things that only you can do. Everything else, you have to delegate it. And yeah, that takes trust, but it's the only way you're going to get your time back. Finally, just simplify every system you can. Now, a huge tool for that simplification is the SOP, or Standard Operating Procedure. And look, when you hear SOP, don't think corporate bureaucracy. Think clarity. It's just a simple step-by-step guide so everyone on your team knows exactly what done right looks like. It creates consistency and frees you up from having to be the answer person for, well, everything.
So, you've got your perspective back, you're optimizing your operations, but none of that is going to last without this final and, honestly, most personal pillar: building resilience. Your business is a marathon, my friend, not a sprint. This is all about making sure you have the personal gas in the tank to not just run the race, but to finish it strong.
So how do you build it? Okay, first, and I mean this is non-negotiable. Prioritize your own self-care. Schedule your workouts and your rest like you're your most important client, because you are. Second, talk it out. Don't carry this weight by yourself. Find a mentor, a consultant, a peer group, someone. And third, build momentum. Focus on those small, daily wins. They add up.
And this quote right here, it just drives it all home. You can't pour from an empty cup. When you care for yourself, your business thrives. Just let that sink in. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's actually a core business strategy. For real.
So, there they are, the 3 pillars to escape that overwhelm trap: perspective, operations, and resilience. They all build on each other to create a stronger business and a stronger you. So now, let's talk about how you can turn all of this into action, like today.
Let's end on this final, really powerful idea from the white paper. Overwhelm is a signal, not a sentence. It's not your permanent reality. It's just a flashing light on the dashboard telling you it's time to pull over, check things out, and get realigned. The most important thing you can do right now is just listen to that signal.
And if you're ready to act on that signal and maybe want some expert guidance along the way, please don't hesitate to reach out to Jim Thomas directly. His phone number is 214-629-7223, and you can email him at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
And of course, a huge thank you to our sponsor. And hey, speaking of simplifying your systems, you've got to check out Gym Business Manager. It's the best software for your gym, hands down. You can find them at gymbusinessmanager.com. Thanks so much for tuning into this explainer, and we'll catch you on the next one.